Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this short tutorial we are going to learn about Linux file systems. In Linux everything is files and files and files. You know that. We are going to discuss about some topics on directory, files, which types of files are present in boot, bin, dev, etc, home, which files are very present in Linux file system. We are going to give a brief explanation about it. First of all, what is meant by directory? Directory is a special kind of file, but it is still a case-sensitive file. Each terminal in Windows, any hard disk or partition, and any process are all represented somewhere in a file system as a file. It will become clear throughout this course. This Linux is a file. What is meant by file? A file is a utility determination of the file type. Linux does not use external to determine the file type. The command line does not care whether a file ends in .txt or .pdf. As a system administrator, you should use the file command to determine the file type. Let's go and find what types of files are present in /bin. /bin contains common programs shared by a system and the system administration and the user. And in the boot directory, you will find the startup files like the kernel, VMware. In some recent distributions, also group data. Group is a grand unfitted bootloader, and in an attempt to get rid of many different bootloaders we know today. Boot contains all the booting information in the boot directory /dev. Dev contains reference to all the CPU peripherals like hardwares, where the representation as the files with special properties. All the system hardwares is present in the dev file. etc. Most important system configuration files are in /etc. This directory contains data similar to those in control panel in Windows. Home directory is a common user. Library files include files for all kinds of programs needed by the system and the users. Media contains all the audio, video files. All the files are stored in the media. MNT, standard mount point for external file system, for example a CD-ROM and a digital camera. When the CD-ROM is inserted, all the data will be present in MNT. Optional. Typical contains extra and third-party software. When we install a third-party application or any third-party software, all the data will be present in this folder. SBIN. Programs for use to be system and the system administrator. All the program and the administrative files have been stored here. /temp. Temp means temporary space for use by the system, clean upon reboot. So don't use this for saving any files. Temp means the system will store the temporary files here. When your system will be rebooted, the files will automatically deleted. User. Programming files, libraries and documents extra for all user related programs. Like when the user want to save his files, all the files will go and saves in the user. Where storage for all variable files and temporary files created by the user, such as log files, the mail queue, the print spoilers areas. Space for temporary storage of files downloaded for the internet or to keep the images of a CD before burning it. All these types of files will be stored in where. Root is the basic root command in which all these all these files are being mounted /boot /bin dev home, all these files are booted in this root folder. And pro, last one is probe. Probes, in what type of files are present in probe? A virtual file system containing information about the system resources. More information about the meaning of the files in the probes is obtained by entering the command man probe in the terminal windows. This file probe.txt discusses the virtual files system virtual file system in details. It will show you all the files about in details in command line mode if you type the command like man space probe in the terminal windows. Thank you guys, that's all for this video. Catch you in the next tutorial. Until then, goodbye.